You've heard the number, $11,575. A new Tesla for that price. It sounds impossible. It sounds like a lie. In the electrified, breathless world of auto tech, you know one phrase has been the holy grail. For 2 decades, you whisper it. An affordable Tesla. You want the tech. You want the charging network. You want the brand. But you want it at a price point that doesn't just compete, it conquers. And suddenly, this number appears, $11,575. It's not a round number. It's not a guess. It's specific. And that's why it electrified the internet. You've seen the headlines. You've seen the videos. You have to understand. A figure like that, it's more than a car. It's a revolution. A price point that low doesn't just challenge the gasoline car. It doesn't just compete with your Toyota Corolla or your Honda Civic. It renders them obsolete. It is the final, decisive checkmate. But you feel that but, don't you? In engineering, in journalism, when a number seems too good to be true, it always is. And that's why you come to Dravexa. We cut through the clickbait. We dig into the spreadsheets. We find the real story. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button. You're going to want to see this. So let's just say it right now. The $11,575 Tesla is a phantom. It is a myth. Today, we are going to deconstruct that myth. We'll find its origins. And most importantly, we will reveal the actual truth. Because the real story, the one that truly matters, isn't about a fantasy $11K price tag. It's about a very real, very tangible $25,000 vehicle, the one Tesla is racing to build. The truth is, this car, codenamed Redwood, is the most important product in Tesla's history. And the secret to its existence, the key, isn't a new battery. It's not a futuristic design. It's a complete, top-to-bottom reinvention of the factory. This is the story of that car and the story of the machine being built to build the machine. Hit that like button and let's begin. So let's just say it right now. Before you can understand what is real, you have to understand what is not. That 11,575 figure, you didn't hear it from a Tesla press release. It wasn't in an investor call. It is a ghost number, a complete fabrication, born from a potent and toxic combination, pure speculation, flimsy currency conversion, and just willful misinterpretation. So, where did this ghost number come from? Well, its origins are actually sloppy. First, you have the component mistake. At their 2023 Investor Day, Tesla announced a goal to build its next-generation drive unit, the motor, the inverter, the gearbox, for about $1,000. A component. And the internet just ran with it, confusing a part for the price of the whole car. Second, aggressive math. Analysts speculated. To compete in China, the world's biggest market, the car had to be cheap, maybe 150,000 yuan. Then, the rumors got more aggressive. No, it has to crush BYD, 80,000 yuan. And what does 80,000 yuan convert to? Around $11,300. You see the breadcrumbs. And finally, you have the subsidy game. A hypothetical. You take the real $25,000 price, you subtract the perfect government bonus in the perfect European market, add a few trade-in incentives, and maybe you get close to the high teens. It's a fantasy. It's a journalistic illusion. So, here on Dravexa, let's kill the myth. The $11,575 model is not a model. It's not real. The actual goal, the engineering-driven, publicly stated target, is $25,000. That is the number. And this isn't an accident. It's not a guess. It is the entire point. This is the kind of deep dive we do every week. If you value this kind of clarity, hit that like button for the Dravexa team. You have to go back to 2006, the secret master plan. It was a simple 4-step ladder. Step 1, build a hyper-expensive low-volume sports car, the Roadster. Step 2, use that money to build a less expensive medium-volume car, the Model S. Step 3, use that money to build the mass-market affordable car. That was supposed to be the Model 3. That was the $35,000 car that haunted the company, and it became the world's best-selling car. But let's be honest, it never truly became affordable. Not compete with a Honda Civic affordable. It wasn't the final step. This $25,000 car is the real final step. This is the Model T moment for the electric age. This is the tipping point. The moment the electric car stops being a premium product and just becomes the default, the car for everyone. And that is the story we are following. This is the future we investigate every week here on Dravexa. So if you're not subscribed, you're already behind. So what is this $25,000 car? You've heard the rumors, you've heard the hype. Internally, it has a name, a code name, Redwood. And you need to understand, this isn't just a new model. This is a completely new architecture, a next-generation platform. And this new platform, it's a 2-for-1. You're not just getting one car, you're getting two. Two distinct vehicles born from the same DNA. First, you get the one you can buy, the consumer car, the Redwood. It has a steering wheel, it has pedals, you drive it. This is your $25,000 compact crossover, smaller than a Model Y, and it is designed, obsessed, from day one for one thing: cheap mass manufacturing. But then you get the second vehicle, the Cybercab, the Robotaxi. And this one has no steering wheel, no pedals. This isn't for you. This is a purpose-built appliance. Durable, Spartan, designed to just print money as an autonomous taxi 24/7. And this is the core of the economic plan. It's brilliant. The Redwood car, that's your cash flow. That's your sales volume. But the Robotaxi, that is the key to the next trillion-dollar market. You see the genius. You share the R&D, you share the factory, you cut the cost for both in half. But then the story got weird. The rumors shifted. You heard the whispers. Redwood is dead. The $25,000 car is canceled. The new plan? Robotaxi only. And that sent a shockwave through the entire market. You could feel the panic. Was Tesla abandoning you? Abandoning the mass market to chase a self-driving dream that still feels so distant? This is the kind of industry-shaking drama we track every single day on Dravexa. If you want to stay ahead of the curve, you need to be subscribed. Hit that button. Well, we dug in, and the truth, it's complicated. But here's the real picture. No, the $25,000 car is not canceled. It was never canceled. They are just developing both at the same time, accelerating the Robotaxi right alongside it. The big unveiling, you won't get one. You'll get both. They will be built on the exact same revolutionary assembly line. The consumer car exists, and it's on its way. So when? That is the trillion-dollar question. You know Tesla's timelines. You know they're optimistic. The 2020 target slipped. The 2023 target slipped. But right now, all credible information points to one place: Gigafactory, Texas, and one time frame: late 2025 or early 2026. And the location is critical. You have to build it in Texas first. Why? Because that's where the engineers are. They need to be on the line 24/7, troubleshooting what comes next. The revolutionary new process that makes this whole thing possible. After Texas, they scale. Berlin, Mexico, the world. So if you're excited for this, If you think this is the car that finally changes the game, do me a favor, hit that like button, because the how is the most insane part of this story. So this is it, the core of the story. You've heard the price, $25,000. But the average EV is still over $45,000. So you have to ask, how? How does Tesla plan to cut its own industry-leading costs by nearly 50%? What's the secret sauce? You're looking for one magic trick, one single breakthrough. It's not one. It's a brutal, systematic assault. An assault on every single gram of material, on every single second of assembly time, on every watt of energy. This isn't a new car. This is the machine that builds the machine, version 3.0. And this is the deep dive you came for. This is Dravexa. If you love this level of detail, hit that like button. You're about to see exactly how it works. It all rests on 5 pillars, 5 keys to the revolution. Pillar 1, the unboxed manufacturing process. And this is the one that has every legacy automaker terrified. You have to understand, for 110 years, cars have been built one way, the old way, the Henry Ford way, a single, long assembly line. You start with a metal shell, a body in white, and you just stuff things into it, awkwardly. Robots reaching in, workers reaching under. It's slow. It's complex. It's full of inefficiency. Tesla's new way, it shatters that. It takes that 100-year-old idea and throws it in the trash. There is no single line. The car is built in pieces, 6 or 7 major boxes, all built at the same time, in parallel. You're not following? Imagine this. The front box is over here, getting its steering and motor. 360-degree access, easy. The rear box is over there, getting its motor, easy. The sides are painted before they're even on the car. But the floor, this is the genius part. The floor is the battery, and the seats, the console, they are bolted right onto the battery before it ever sees the car. You cannot do that on a normal line. Then, at the very end, one single automated step, the marriage. The front, the rear, the floor, the sides, click, done. The impact? A 40% smaller factory, a 30% faster assembly, less space, less capital, less time. That is how you save money. Pillar 2, the Giga Press, the foundation. But how? How do you build in boxes? You can't. If your car is made of 100, 200 different stamped metal parts all welded together, you can't. The unboxed process is only possible because of this, the Giga Press, a massive 9,000-ton machine that casts the entire front and entire rear of the car as single pieces of aluminum. The Model Y, it already does this for the rear. Redwood will do it for both. You just eliminated hundreds of robots. You simplified the entire line. You made the car lighter and stronger. This isn't just a part. This is the foundation. Pillar 3, the $1,000 drive unit, the heart. To hit 25K, the powertrain has to be radically cheaper. The goal? $1,000. And the secret is not what's in it, it's what's not. This motor uses 0 rare earth elements. You have to understand, every high-efficiency motor uses neodymium, uses dysprosium. They're magic. They're also expensive. Their price is a nightmare. And the supply chain? It's controlled almost entirely by China. That's not a cost risk, that's a geopolitical risk. You cannot build 20 million cars on a supply line your rival owns. So what's the solution? This, ferrite, cheap, abundant iron, basically a refrigerator magnet. But there's a catch. It's weak. So how do you get hypercar performance from a refrigerator magnet? This is the true engineering genius. You compensate. A new motor design, advanced cooling, and hyper-efficient software that spins the motor insanely fast to get the power you need. You just de-risked your entire company and saved hundreds of dollars per car. That is a move we're going to be tracking all year on Dravexa. So if you're not subscribed, you're missing the real story. Pillar 4, the nerves, the battery. You can't build a cheap EV without a cheap battery. It's impossible. The Redwood project will only use LFP, lithium, iron, phosphate. Why? Because LFP doesn't use cobalt. It doesn't use nickel, the two most expensive and problematic materials in the battery world. Gone. It's cheaper. It's safer, less fire risk, and the lifespan way longer. You can charge it to 100% every bay. And just like the Model Y, it's a structural pack. The cells are the pack, which is the floor of the car. You just eliminated hundreds of redundant parts. Simpler, lighter, cheaper. Done. Pillar 5, the 48-volt system. And this might be the most revolutionary of all. Tesla is eliminating a 100-year-old standard. The 12-volt battery is dead. Think about it. Every car since the 1920s has used that 12-volt system. For what? Your lights, your windows, your wipers, your computers. And that is the bottleneck. Your car is a supercomputer on wheels, being strangled by a 100-year-old power cord. The Cybertruck pioneered it. Redwood will be built on it. Why? The physics are simple. Quadruple the voltage, from 12 to 48, and you can deliver the exact same power with 1/4 of the current. So what? So what? Lower current means thinner wires, lighter wires, cheaper copper wires. That complex, heavy, expensive wiring harness that snakes through your car, it just got dramatically simpler, cheaper to make, lighter, easier to install. This is the kind of breakthrough that truly changes the game, and it's the kind of analysis you only get right here on Dravexa. You have to understand, this Redwood project, it's so much more than just a new car. This is an existential threat. It's a direct, targeted assault on every legacy automaker, Ford, GM, Volkswagen. And it's a direct challenge to the new Chinese giants. It's an industry on notice. And if you're a new viewer here at Dravexa, hit that subscribe button right now, because this is the war for the entire future of transportation. Let's break down the true ripple effect. For you, for the college student, for the first-time buyer. This car changes the math. You're not just buying a $25,000 Tesla, you're buying a car with a 50% reduction in fuel costs and a 90% reduction in maintenance. You see it, don't you? No oil changes, no spark plugs, no transmissions to fail. This isn't just the affordable Tesla. You can argue this is the first truly affordable car, period. You factor in the total cost of owning it, and it just wins. It's the default, the logical, economical choice. And that's before you add in the safety of a gigacast body and the sanity of the supercharger network. The value proposition just becomes unassailable. But for the industry, For the professional, this is something else entirely. This is a dreadnought moment. You know the name. The moment one battleship made every other ship on Earth obsolete overnight. This is that. You've got Ford. You've got GM, still struggling just to make their first-gen premium EVs profitable. And Tesla is already lapping them in manufacturing because the Unboxed process, that is the real terror. You can't copy it. You can't just retool your 80-year-old factory. No. You need a brand new factory, a greenfield. You need to redesign your car from the atoms up to be built in pieces. You need the software, the hardware, the 48-volt system that all work together. And the legacy giants are years away from that. This is the cost moat, and it might be insurmountable. The strategy here, it's profound. You think this car is aimed at the Toyota Corolla in America? No. This is aimed squarely at the BYD Dolphin, at the MG4, in Europe, in Asia, everywhere. This is Tesla's weapon for the global price war. And it's a war they are now positioned to win. Not by sacrificing their profits, not by losing money on every car, but by engineering a cost base so low that no one else can compete. So, in the end, what's the truth? That $11,575 Tesla? It's a fantasy. It's a ghost, a number born from rumor and from hope. But the $25,000 Tesla, that is the tangible engineering-led mission. But you've got to understand, you see that $25,000 price tag, and you think that's the headline. You think that's the story. It's not. The real story, the true secret of this next-generation car, is the factory that will build it. This is the convergence we've been tracking all year here on Dravexa, and if you want to understand this new industrial age, you need to be subscribed. It's the gigacasting, the rare earth-free motors, the LFP batteries, the 48-volt architecture, and that revolutionary Unboxed process. You have to see, Tesla isn't just designing a new car. They are designing a new industrial era. So when this vehicle finally arrives, you'll know not to look at the 0 to 60 time. You'll know it's not about the touchscreen. It will be revolutionary because of this. It will be built in a factory that requires 40% less space. It will be built in 30% less time. And it will be built with thousands fewer parts than any car that came before it. This is the final, definitive execution of the machine that builds the machine. And it is poised to change the world's automotive landscape forever. If this is the kind of deep dive analysis you can't get anywhere else, hit that like button. It tells us we're on the right track. Thanks for watching Dravexa.